Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and yes, today is Q&A day, so I hope you guys are ready. So today is the Q&A day, and I'm just heading my way back down after kind of getting my tools nice and repaired, and we're gonna head back down here and continue to mine. But while we do this, we're gonna answer a few lovely questions that you guys had for me that I said to mention in the last video down in the comments. So, to get started, let's go ahead and do that. So one of the first questions I got was, will you do more vanilla survival? And my answer to that is, of course. I'm planning on actually extending this series quite a while and actually keeping up with the new updates. The vanilla series is something that I just experimented with, and I figured that it'd be a good thing to do, and just so happened that people actually enjoyed it. So, of course, I'm going to plan on doing it. Like I said in the last video, like vanilla Minecraft is my roots. So, I love doing this. I love playing this. So, I'm going to definitely continue to do this. Hopefully, and also get into some multiplayer stuff as well. I'm hoping to expand like the Patreon stuff and Twitch subscribers. And hopefully get a vanilla server set up. That's the ultimate goal, is to get a nice server set up there for everyone. And if not that, it'll be like a public server so that all of you guys, fans and stuff, can join. But yes, answer that definitely. So the next question I got was, in regards to the Q&A, what is your favorite build you've ever made in vanilla Minecraft? So my favorite build that I've ever made was a long time ago. I used to actually be part of a server called ChosenArchitect, and I did a lot of builds there. And actually, I have some images of some like build stuff that I did that you guys can see right here. Some pretty interesting stuff. Like it was kind of a build competition to actually become a builder, because I had already deranked myself from admin and down, and I had finally had the time to come back to the server, so I was like, you know what, I can just build some stuff, and I was already known for building stuff back then, and this was actually one of my favorite builds. So the next question is, oh boy, how do you start a Minecraft YouTube channel? Well, I mean, you just need to be of age to at least start a YouTube channel. At least I suggest being that age, so you're of a coherent state, I guess I would say. And really just be persistent. Upload good content and do it as often as you can, and stick to a schedule. If you think you're going to do a video a day, then stick to a video a day. I actually made it my resolution in 2017 to upload a Minecraft video every single day, and I did. I think I uploaded 368 videos that year. And I literally uploaded a video every single day. There wasn't a day I missed. So I was very excited for that resolution that I made. And it's only led me to where I'm at right now. So another question that I got asked was, what's my favorite block in Minecraft and why? Well, my favorite block in Minecraft, that is a very, very difficult thing, I guess, to think of. There are so many blocks, and I'd have to say probably cobblestone, because I've literally built so many things with cobblestone. When it comes to vanilla, it's definitely going to be cobblestone as well. You just interact with that block so much, so why would be just because you end up with so much of it. You also usually build a lot of things from it. Especially mob farms and mob traps and things like that. Just cobblestone is just like a very big, essential part of Minecraft that, I mean, I couldn't play this game without it, to be honest. It would be not Minecraft without cobblestone. So I got another question that is talking about mod packs and saying, have you ever thought of doing a lightweight mod pack so that way people with like low-end computers can play it? And I tried my best to make a like low-impact mod pack called Bounds. It was an alright mod pack. It was alright. But I did notice a lot of people did have some performance issues that was with it. I mean, honestly, it's hard to make mod packs that are compatible that support a big range of mods, because mods in general are pretty impactful and a lot of people's computers. So it is a challenge, definitely, to do that. And Bounds was my try-to pack to make a lightweight pack, in which, I mean, I did a pretty good job. It ran on roughly 3 gigs of RAM. And if you had issues, you know, there was mods you could actually disable. The whole pack was mostly client-side mods, which if you guys are watching the vanilla and you guys are not familiar with mod packs or how mods work, then you can just disregard. But it was a pretty light pack, so I would recommend checking that out if you haven't already checked out that mod pack. It was called Bounds, and yeah, I've done a playthrough of it. So if you're interested in seeing what that was like, you can check out that playlist down in my playlists. So another question that I got is, what is your plans for this series? Well, at this point, I am right now just farming. In the way I play Minecraft right now, I set up I literally set down whenever I get the chance to set down. Sometimes it's early in the morning, sometimes it's late at night. And I sit down and I start recording. So any time that I spend like grinding or doing things like this is time that's cut out of family life and things like that. So I do my best to do a lot of the grinding, such as this, which I would consider this part right here grinding, but I'm able to actually utilize some of this footage and do it on camera, which is really nice. Otherwise, I would just be doing this off camera, and you guys actually wouldn't see how long it actually takes to complete some of this work. But I'm just right now gathering up materials. So the plan for the series is to continue building farms, continue building, and once we get enough resources, actively start building houses, villages, working on new areas. That's my plan. Like, I plan on playing this for quite a while. I plan on doing house builds, showing different techniques on how to build. I've definitely done that in the past. And I would love to share my opinions on how I think people should build, or how I could help you build. Because I mean, I've been in that place where you kind of get lost and you're like, oh, what should I do? Well, I have ways to combat that. I've been playing Minecraft now for the past almost 2 years, I think, every single day. And you would think, you know, Chosen, why haven't you been burnt out? Why don't you get burnt out of Minecraft? Well, I have ways of combating burnout, and some days are better than others that I can combat it. But interacting with you guys is definitely a way that I do combat that. So having an audience to actually talk with and hang out with does help a lot with burnout. But anyways, I have a lot of plans for this. It's kind of hard to talk about right at this point, but there are definitely a lot of stuff that I have planned. I know a lot of people said that I've been doing a lot of stuff Hermitcraft related, and people have been asking questions about Hermitcraft. I'm not a part of Hermitcraft. I would love to be, but that's all up to people like Zoomerverse and Iscal and those people. I also got a question asking, you know, who's my favorite to watch? Personally, I love watching Grian. Grian, I love watching Mumbo. I love watching Azuma's like informational videos. I don't really watch too much of the actual Hermitcraft playthroughs. I do catch the Hermit recap fairly regularly. So the Hermit recap comes from Pixel Riff. I've actually played with him and done collabs with Pixel Riffs. And so I do watch those so that I'm kind of keep up to date with stuff like that. But really, a lot of the stuff that I do is stuff that I've done in the past, and I'm just trying to remember my old days, or if I struggle with something, I'll find somebody who's done it and try my best to modify it to fit what I'm doing. And I'm sure that's how a lot of people actually do it. That's how a lot of YouTubers do it. And that's just my style and how I go with things. So another wonderful question that I got was, would you ever play with your subscribers / Twitch subs and stuff like that on a vanilla series? And I definitely will. I have a plan, hopefully in the future, or pretty soon, to do some like sporadic where we can get like everybody from YouTube, not just specifically subs and stuff, but we can gather like everybody from YouTube and set to do a specific task in on a vanilla server and see how long it actually takes us to do that task. and just kind of experiment with things like that. With like large groups of people and seeing how people react on the server. I would love to do content like that and make some very interesting videos. At least I think they would be interesting. They would definitely be fun to watch, and also fun to listen to, because there could be some crazy stuff going on that people decide to do. But yes, I definitely have that planned in the future. Like it's really hard for me to get like a lot of stuff put together whenever I do focus on daily videos like I do. But that is definitely in my plan book. Definitely. So another great question that I got is, do you plan on live streaming from time to time in the future? Well, actually, I do live stream on Mondays and Fridays at 5 p.m. Central Time, usually every week. So you can catch me on twitch.tv/ChosenArchitect, and you can actually find me there. If you're watching this video right now, it is on a Monday, and I will be streaming in just a few hours of this video being posted. So this video should be posted at 1 p.m. Central Time, and if you want to catch me streaming, I do stream on the lovely Twitch, so you'll be able to find me there if you're interested in watching me there. And I am live. I interact with chat, webcam, and all. So if you guys want to know what I look like, which some people, of course, don't, I may look different than you think, which is usually what happens with most YouTubers. So I'm a thick, cuddly dude. So don't expect anything different. I got a wonderful beard and everything else. So yes, you can find me on Twitch, and that's where I'll be at. Links down in the description if you want easy access to that, or you can find it on my channel homepage. There is a quick link there on the channel homepage. So, yeah, that's, I do live stream. So another wonderful question is, what's your biggest accomplishment so far? And it said it could be Minecraft or real life. And what are some of your big goals? Once again, it could be Minecraft or in real life. Well, some of my biggest accomplishment would have to be having 3 beautiful little girls. Man, and just being successful in my marriage. So having a very strong marriage, having an amazing wife that supports me in my endeavors. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for my wife. So, I mean, having an amazing supportive wife and family, is definitely what I consider an amazing accomplishment, and in achieving the goals that I've set for making Minecraft videos, for taking this from a hobby to a career, hopefully, hitting a goal of 50,000 subscribers. My goal when I started was just to hit 100 subscribers, so it has just been an amazing ride, turning this into an actual full-time job. That was an achievement in itself. Allowing my wife to actually be able to stay home and me not have to work a 60-hour work week like I was doing before this. So definitely, I would call this an amazing achievement thus far. So another question I got is, just wondering how much money you get off of making YouTube or how much money you make off your YouTube channel. Does it give you enough money to own your own apartment, or are you rich? So I would say I'm very far from being rich. The way that I can live off of how much I do make from YouTube is because we don't owe anything. We don't have credit card debt. We don't really owe anything except for one car payment. Our apartment, or the rent that we do pay, is paid to my mother-in-law and father-in-law. So really, our debt, our cost of living is not that much. So it allows us to be able to live off of what I do make and live comfortably. I do have 3 kids, and we do make enough to just, live comfortably, and that's about it. We don't have any fancy vehicles or live in a fancy house. We live in the south side of the city that I live in. I mean, it's really not that great here, but I mean, we manage. So, and that's all you got to do. But no, I'm far from rich. That's for sure. I mean, maybe one day I might be making enough money to move from where we're at and actually buy a house. That might be nice, but as of right now, we still basically live check to check. So, It's still, you know, kind of a stressful ride at times. Another great question is, are you planning on keeping this series through 1.14 and beyond? And my question to that is, if Minecraft lets me, if the Minecraft updates are compatible and allow my world to actually transfer over and not have too many issues, because usually I can use such things as MC Edit and things like that to hopefully keep my world as pristine as possible by removing loaded chunks and things like that, so that way the new terrain and stuff can generate, then I'm perfectly fine with keeping this as the playthrough. And the evolving nature would just allow me to have more features at my disposal. And yeah, definitely, I definitely planning on doing that. That's definitely one of the things I want to do. So I got another great question that was kind of referring to the Hermit Crafters again. That is, would you join the Hermitcraft server if you were asked? Yes, definitely I would. Joining servers and communities like that, especially a community that's already fleshed out, would be an awesome opportunity for me and for that server to grow. I always feel like when it comes to YouTube and things like that, to grow your audience, you need to find an audience or find a person whose audience is completely different from yours, but kind of stem to have the same goal, or to tend to have the same goal in mind. So say you're a UK Minecrafter and you have a UK audience, or a majority of a UK audience, and you do a collab with somebody that's in the United States, you have a chance of building your audience with a United States audience, or vice versa. Now you have a larger audience from the UK that are watching your videos. All of those things with doing collabs are great for both parties, especially if the average subs that you have kind of fit with the amount of subs that the person who you're working with has. So definitely, I definitely would. I've always been a fan of them, so I mean, I would love to join something like that if they had ever asked me. So yeah. So another interesting question is, where do you think Minecraft will go in the future, and do you think it will die like other games, or do you think it's going to get better and better? I think it's going to get better and better, and I don't think this game is going to die. I've made the point in the past that this game started around 2011. I know some people played it before then, just like, I mean, it's been around, I think, since 2009. I started in 2011, but this game is something that I played in my youth, and I have a feeling my kids are going to be playing this, and I have a feeling that those parents that were of my age, or the kids that were my age that are now parents, are going to be getting their kids into this game. And I have a feeling that that's going to just continue. I don't think this game is going to die at all. I think it's thriving. This game, it still is the most popular game that exists. Like, it is the most popular game. It is unbelievable the amount of downloads and numbers of people that actively play this game, even to this day. Even this game, as old as it is still that way. So I know this game will not die. It's not. I really feel that it won't, mainly because of what I've mentioned before. You're going to have parents that are going to get their kids playing this because they know how much they love playing this game, and they know that their kids will enjoy playing it. So definitely, I feel like this game is going to continue to thrive. So another wonderful question that you guys might be very interested in is, what did I do before YouTube? Well, I had a full-time job working in a factory. I graduated high school, immediately went into the workforce. I started making like $18 an hour top-out pay at the factory I was working in. And I worked there for 5 years. But the job that I did was vulcanized rubber. I made rubber hoses. Pretty much, I made the radiator hoses and stuff that you have in your cars. And then I moved on to making the hoses that you see, air hoses and fuel line hoses, that are inside of farm equipment and giant operating equipment like dump trucks and things like that, airliners, things like that. So I did that for 5 years, and that job was rough. Let's just put it this way. it was manual all the way through. It was 12 hours of pulling and loading rubber onto these mandrels, which were steel bars that were in the shape of the hoses that they were going to be made into. And it went to an oven and cooked at 360 degrees at 60 psi. So the noise of these giant pressure chambers were just constant and very, very, very noisy. So you always had very high decibel sounds around you at all times. And the heat, like I said, it was 360 degrees. And when it come out, you used a towel to pull these hoses off. And most of the time it was either the wax that would burn you, or it was going to be the actual metal that you accidentally touched that would burn you. So I've actually been burned by several different hoses and several different mandrels over my period, leading to quite a few scars I have on me. So I've a couple scars on my hands. I have scars on my stomach. I have a scar on my neck. All of which come from working at this factory for that 5 years. And I'm sure I would end up with several more had I worked there longer. But the transition from being a full-time factory worker to a YouTuber was not as smooth as most might think. I literally, like I said, in 2017, I made it a goal, a resolution to upload a video every single day. And in that time, I managed to gain I think I ended up getting 10,000 subscribers by that point, or close to it. It wasn't exactly, take off and go. So when I lost my job, my wife had to start working. And before then, she had been a stay-at-home mom, which is what had allowed me to do what I do. So it was very uncomfortable for me to ask her to start working again. So she ended up going back to work and worked for about 5 to 6 months. And in that 6-month period, I told her, just keep at it. This will take off soon. And in that time, I was able to start making we were at a point where we could trust that the income was not going to dip down below what we could manage. So I was able to say, all right, honey, you don't have to go back to work. And at that point, we found out that we were having child number 3. So all had ended up working out all in the end. And at this point now I do YouTube full time, for right now anyways. At any point that I need to go back to work, I would definitely do so, to provide for my family. But as of right now, this is working out full time, and it's because of the supporters that I have, like you guys, all the Patreon supporters and everything. That helps me continue to make videos like this and make this my full-time job, which is phenomenal. You guys are so supportive, and that's why I can't thank you guys enough for the support that you guys do put out there. You guys clicking that subscribe button, you guys clicking that like button, all of that definitely helps. Definitely keeps my channel relevant. All of that dramatically does help this channel grow. And the growth of this channel definitely leads to more videos being made. Much like this Q&A video. I'd probably never do this had it not been for you guys, and you guys always having questions for me. So I just really appreciate it. But yeah, that's kind of my story of where I came from and what I was doing before this. Yeah, straight out of high school, working in a factory, working 60 plus hours a week. It was rough, and a lot of people do that job, and a lot of people do that kind of work, and a lot of people can relate to how I feel. I kind of felt trapped while I worked there. It was a hard feeling. I really did. I felt trapped. I felt like I was never going to leave that place. I also had that feeling of that I was comfortable. So I can definitely see how people get sucked into doing jobs like that until they're elderly, and which there were many that had been there for 20 plus years. You can just get sucked into that, and then your whole career ends up you working in a factory. I didn't want that to be me. I didn't. So I was looking for other alternatives, and I had already been passionate about doing YouTube, so I wanted to see if I could actually make this a reliable business. And I've tried, and so far it's turned out pretty good. And I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. I do this every day, and I enjoy doing it. And it's all thanks to you guys. So I have another wonderful question right as we get some diamond. Oh yeah. Another wonderful question is, do you have other social media pages that we could follow you on. My main social media pages are always linked down at the bottom of my videos, and they are Twitter, which I am pretty active on Twitter, so I don't have that many followers on Twitter, mainly because I don't ever promote my Twitter for some reason. I don't know why I don't do that, but I don't. But yes, my Twitter is definitely somewhere where I am pretty active, and I highly recommend any of you guys following me there. The link is down in the description below. You can follow me at ChosenArchitect. You can grab that handle and follow me there. I do have a Facebook page. I don't recommend messaging me or following me there. I'm honestly about to remove Facebook from my life entirely, other than family and social stuff. So the Facebook page thing, I think, is dying. It's not. I don't think it's a reliable marketing platform. At least for me, it's not. So I mainly stick with that. And then I also have Twitch is another place you can follow me. I mentioned that before. You can follow me there on Twitch and stay notified whenever I do go live. And you guys can watch me there as well. But yeah, those are mainly my social media outlets. I don't have like a TikTok or anything like that. That seems to be popular right now. I don't do anything like that, unfortunately. But like I said, you can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Twitch, and you can follow me here on YouTube, which is some of the great places you can find me. So another awesome question that I got was, what's your favorite feature from the 1.13 update? And then what are some of my hobbies outside of Minecraft? Well, my favorite feature, of course, from this 1.13 has to be these bubble columns that I've been able to use in like several of these builds thus far. These bubble columns are phenomenal. I've become addicted to using them in the vanilla Minecraft. So having bubble columns being able to pull you down and push you up, I think is my favorite feature or favorite update feature to Minecraft to date. It's absolutely one of my favorites. And then what are some of my hobbies that I do outside? Well, I am a father, so playing with my kids. I also enjoy watching YouTube videos myself, and staying up to date with all kinds of tech stuff. And then also I love dealing with carpentry. So with my name, if I could have been anything, it would have been a architect. I know I get a lot of questions saying, are you an actual architect? No, I'm not. But I do actually enjoy woodworking. And a lot of what architecture has, or a lot of what architecture is about is the design aspect of architecture. So mostly design is what I like, but I do enjoy woodworking. I've built my kids their own swing set. I personally built it. So I drew up the plans and I built this swing set from scratch. It's, awesome. And like, if you guys want to see pictures of it, I do have pictures on the Discord that I can share. But yeah, also I forgot to mention about the last question. I have a Discord where everybody can follow me on there as well. I'm always active on the Discord. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I guess I'm always there and it wasn't on top of my head, but yeah, I'm always in the Discord. But anyways, yeah, I love building stuff. So definitely, even outside of Minecraft, I enjoy building and constructing things. So another question that I got was, when can we expect Miss Chosen to have her in a series with you? Probably, I don't know. That's kind of a tough one because my wife doesn't really play much Minecraft, but I'm sure that maybe in the future we could get her on here and get her trying to play some Minecraft. That would be funny. She has played it on the Xbox, so she does know a little bit about it, but not too much. She definitely has played it on the Xbox. And then the other part of the question is, do you sometimes regret making YouTube your full-time profession? No, not at all. Like, this is what I love doing. When I found out about this game, I didn't expect myself to become, like, doing it full-time, turn a hobby into full-time. But there's nothing about this that I don't like. Like, I really do love this. It's a way, and plus it's a way for me to stay home with my family. Normally I'd be at a full-time job working 12 hours a day away from home. My kids wouldn't get to see me. At this point, my kids can see me at pretty much any time. If my wife needs me for anything, all she has to do is, like, come into my office and flip the lights on, or flip the lights on and off to let me know she's at the door. And, you know, I can pretty much get up and do whatever I need to do. So no, I absolutely love this job, and it's been a blessing, man. I couldn't, I mean, I don't know. When I lost my job, you know, I just, working for that factory, I was kind of at a loss. And the fact that I even had this was just amazing. So I absolutely love doing this. So another question I got asked, and this is the last question, is, OMG, I can't believe you're 25 and have 3 kids. In response to that, I started early. So I got married at 19. Or actually, yeah, I got married at 19. Or, yeah, I'm pretty sure I was 19. Here I am forgetting how old I was. And we had our first kid like 3 months after we got married. So my wife got pregnant like 3 months after we got married. And it pretty much went from there. We had a kid pretty much every 2 years since then. All of our kids are basically 2 years apart. And it's just worked out in the end. And, you know, being 25 at the age I'm at right now, I feel happy to have the 3 kids that I have. And I think it's going to be great having them having a young dad, a dad that can actively play with them and enjoy the fun things of being young. So anyways, guys, I really appreciate it. I just want to say this over and over again. I thank you guys so much for everything that you do, all the support. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you enjoyed this Q&A and you like it and you want to see more stuff like this, please click that like button. And also, if you haven't subscribed and you made it to the end of this video, I can't even, why are you watching this? Like, I don't know. But I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Also, ring the notification bell so you guys can stay notified when I do go live. That is a tremendous help. And that way you guys will be first to comment. Everybody loves being first to comment and first to watch. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.